Hey, Trixie. How's the article going?
It's a lot harder than I thought. Read this.
In a world where I've always felt alone, for the first time I don't. And it's all because of a friend. A friend that won't leave my side. Well, well that's great. This is like one of the best things I've ever read.
You think?
I mean, I'm crying, and I don't cry. I need a minute.
Hey.
Hey.
Gabby, you need to read Trixie's article.
No, she doesn't. It's okay.
No, but it's so good.
Is it about God?
Yeah.
Then I can't. Mr. Corbin, I'm glad you're here.
What's the matter?
You have to stop this issue. Trixie can't write about God.
Gabby, it's her honest feelings. That's what this paper's all about. Okay, if you want to write an article explaining how you see God, then you can.
This is not why I created this paper.
Hold on. Don't you mean we?
No, I mean I. If you print this, I can't be a part of this paper anymore.
Gabby, come on.
Well, I'm not taking it out.
If we print Trixie's article, I am not a part of this paper anymore.
Gabby, come on, you don't mean that.
No, I do. It's nothing personal. I just don't want this to become a God thing.
Well, this article is personal to me.
Gabby, if Trixie wants to write an article about how she sees God, then you have the option of sharing your opinion too, okay? The article stays.
Then I don't.
Hey, Trixie. I'm sorry. I know this has been a tough year for you, but I want you to know that your article's really good. I just don't agree with it. I don't think I can do this paper anymore. I hope you do great. You're a really good writer. I'll miss you. Gabby.
Trixie, your article. Everyone's talking about it.
What do you mean?
Everyone loves it.
Not everybody.
So she really quit, huh?
I think so.
Okay, but you started something in this school, Trixie. People are actually talking about God. And it's because of you.
Trixie, your article's really buzzing around the school. You even got the teachers talking about it in the teachers' lounge.
I know, but Gabby loved this. And I don't think she's gonna come back this time. I mean, did I even do the right thing?
Your article touched a lot of lives, Trixie. Being that open is gonna ruffle some feathers. Some people won't like it.
And one of those people is my best friend.
Maybe let her know how you feel. Write down how much she means to you. I mean, your words have a lot of power. And in time, maybe Gabby will listen.
Whoa, what a tough decision to make. Even though Trixie couldn't control how Gabby would react to the article, I'm still glad she wrote it. Sometimes, I've wished that I can control the things that happen in my life. I've thought things like, if only I'd gotten that question right. If only I looked a little different. Ugh, if only I was more popular, then I'd be happy. If only I hadn't changed schools, then my life would be perfect. Sadly, we can't always control what happens to us. I love acting and being in plays, and sometimes I have to audition for roles that I get. And I really, really hope I get a certain one. And sometimes I don't get them, and I feel really sad. When things don't go our way, I learned that it's totally okay to feel disappointed, sad, lonely, or even angry. We can't control what happens to us, but we can choose how we respond to what happens. Okay, Rue, but what if stuff got, like, really bad? I have just the story. For a guy named Daniel, things got about as bad as they could have. You can read Daniel's story in the book of Daniel, in the Bible. Daniel had been taken from his home to a place called Babylon and had to work for their king. Daniel was totally rocking it, but he also had some enemies. These enemies tricked the king into signing a law that said everyone could only worship him. They couldn't pray or follow anyone else, not even God. Hello, king. Can you please sign this? You don't read it, just sign. Ooh. If anyone prayed or followed God, they would be thrown into a pit with lions in it. Daniel could have said, oh, if only they hadn't tricked the king, I'd follow God, but I guess I can't now. Instead, Daniel made a super brave choice. He prayed. He chose to follow God even when it cost him everything. And sure enough, his enemies caught Daniel praying and dragged him to the pit full of lions. They threw him in and closed it up. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? Daniel waited for the lions to come after him. And waited. And waited. But they didn't come. God kept the lions' mouths closed, and Daniel was safe. Fast forward to the next day. They opened the pit, and there was Daniel chilling with his cuddly new lion friends. That's amazing. God is awesome. But I think we can learn a lot from Daniel in that story. Okay, we don't keep pits of lions around today. When our friends do something we know is wrong, will we go along with it? Or choose to do what God says is right? When something bad happens, will we follow our anger and get mean? Or will we choose to trust God and tell him how we feel? Here's something to remember. God made us to live for him. Daniel knew that living for God was worth it, even when it was difficult. Whatever you're going through, you have a choice, and you can choose to live the way God made you to. It can be difficult, but God will always be with you. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week.